I'm an ass. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know my first guest from such films as Vanilla Sky and Blow. Well, starting next Friday, she'll be seen in the new movie Sahara. Let's take a look. Please welcome the lovely Penelope Cruz. Wow. Great to have you here.
I'm very happy to be here.
You know, we have, as part of it's our job here, we have attractive women come to this show all the time, but today, everyone on the crew was like, Penelope Cruz. I fired them. I will not have that kind of unprofessionalism here, but thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. I'm a big fan of your show. I'm very happy to be here.
Oh, thank you. I taught you to say that just before the show. Exactly. You know, I just was looking at that clip, and I was thinking, I don't know much about animals. I'm a moron. But I do know that camels are kind of scary animals. They're dangerous to be around, aren't they? I mean, camels are very... And there you are. I mean, that's not a stunt double or anything. You're on a camel, aren't you?
That's me, yes. What you just saw, that's all of us, the actors doing it. And
you can tell, because sometimes when you see a movie, they show you in a tight shot, and then in the wide shot, you'll see that the actor suddenly becomes like a 400-pound guy in a wig.
We did almost all of it ourselves, which I didn't know. I thought actors used to lie about, you know, in the action movies, action-adventure movies. I thought all of them used to say, yes, I did it, and I thought it wasn't true, until I got there and they told me, I need you to gallop in a little bit of time for you to train. We trained for a long time. I need you to gallop 40 kilometers per hour next to a train in motion in a specific order with the guys, like a huge choreography. And I thought they were crazy at the beginning.
See, that's where you call your agent. That's where you call your agent and say, I'm not doing it.
I like a challenge like that. So I trained for a long time for that scene. I think it's one of the best scenes of the movie. And I'm very happy with the result because I had nightmares about the camel at the beginning.
You had, like, what are the nightmares? What's a camel nightmare like?
Because people had told me what you said, like they were mean and stupid, and it's not like that. But, you know, after training for a long time, I really became friends with my camel. And I would talk to him and he would answer. And I was, like, every day thinking, please don't throw us off. You know, I didn't want any of us to get hurt.
Sure.
And nothing bad happened. And when we shot the scene, at the end of the day, I would ask for extra time for me to go around the desert with my camel to gallop a little longer.
So even when they're not shooting, you say, like, I'm going to be gone for an hour now. I'm going to go out riding in the desert with my camel.
Yeah, I loved it. Like, now if I go again to a place like Morocco, if I go with my friends, I'm going to be showing up. I say, see you later, and start galloping around. And, you know, thanks to the movies, you get to learn all these crazy things that I wouldn't know how to do.
You learn such cool stuff, I would think. You learn how to shoot a gun if you were in action movies, right? Can you shoot a gun now?
I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then after I shot Bandidas, and I had to learn all the Western style and turning the guns, and you learn to do all these crazy things.
You could become a desert bandit if you think about it. You can shoot, you can ride. It'd be great if you took a year off from Hollywood and just disappeared into the wilderness and just robbed caravans out in the desert. Think about it. Maybe not a good move. You know, just the Oscars were just very recent. What are the Oscars? A few weeks ago. And you did something I thought was very cool. You took your brother to the Oscars, is that right?
I took my brother. It was his first time there. My brother is...
Is he older than you?
He just turned 20.
Uh-huh.
And he's the funniest person I know. He's hilarious. He's actually...
Well, you know me now.
Well, no, you are... I told you, right? You are very
got
funny.
Weird really fast. I think you should go, Penelope. But no, he's a funny guy. What's he like? I mean, I would think... What's it like to bring your brother to the Oscars? I mean, it must be overwhelming for him. Is he starstruck? Does he...
Yeah, well, he was there with some people that he wanted to meet, but he's very smart, very, very focused, and very, like, he sees, like, all the part of the circus, you know. It's a little bit like a Fellini movie being there.
Right.
But it's, of course, it's a great thing. It's a celebration of movies, and it's a good thing. But he's very funny because he's the person that always tells me the truth. He's always finding the negative in me, but in a very fine way because he knows he makes me laugh. But all the physical defects, and he doesn't understand, like, why I'm cast for an action-adventure movie. Because he thinks I run like a duck and I'm very clumsy.
Like a duck? He thinks you run like a duck?
Why did I cast you for that kind of movie? I don't understand. Until he came and he saw, when he saw Sahara, he was really impressed. And when he saw that I was doing my own stunts, he was very impressed. But it's always
what physical defects does he say? Who is this guy? What physical defects do you have?
I think he's very clever. I mean, if I'm having dinner with him and he looks at me and out of the blue he says, "Has anybody told you you have a lazy eye?" Okay, what have I done to you? And
lazy eye?
I start seeing pictures when I see that, but no one else would ever tell me. I would say, "Why is your left ear bigger than your right ear?"
You know, this is all what brothers do. I mean, I have two sisters.
But I love that, you know, I love that. I think he's so funny. He knows and I know how much my brother loves me, so I let him do. And he's always right about those things.
So he's not afraid he doesn't treat you like a big star now. He's not afraid to tell you all these things, even if they're completely untrue.
Well, but the funny thing is that I think they are true. That's what makes me laugh.
So, you hear them and you actually think,
no, I think he's right, you know. We have a very, very special relationship, all of us, my sister, my brother, and I. We're very close, and there is, you know, we're very good friends.
Yeah, I'm one of 6, and it's the same thing. I go home and, you know, sometimes I'll say, you know, I'm on TV, and I'd actually never say that. But if I come home and I try and, you know, that they're just immediately, it's just like, shut up, go empty the dishwasher.
Exactly.
You know? And you have a lazy eye, which they tell me.
Exactly. That's what my house is like in Madrid, and I love all that truth, you know.
Right, right. Because they treat you, they're your friends, your family. They're not going to treat you any differently, which is nice.
No, it's like the most important thing I have is them.
I've noticed one thing about you, which is you're a big star, very beautiful woman, and yet I look through the tabloids all the time. You're never making the club scene. I don't see you, like, there's a lot of, it seems like that's the big thing right now, is all the big stars go to the clubs and they hang out in the clubs, but you don't seem to be part of that life at all.
I don't like it. I like doing long dinners with my friends. You know, when we go to dinner in Spain, we eat until like 4 in the morning. We start at 10. I could never get used to the way people eat dinner in LA at 6 o'clock.
Right.
I could never get used to that.
Right.
I don't want to. I want to bring my own habits, you know, to living here. But I don't like going to clubs because it makes me exhausted, all the noise, and you can't talk to anybody. I'm called grandma in my friend of groups.
They call you grandma?
Grandma, because if I go to one of those places, because they really almost obligate me to go there. Obligate me? You say that like that?
You can say whatever you want. You feel obligated. Yeah.
And sit in a corner and observe people. And I'm not a party person at all.
So everyone else is dancing around the room, and there's a techno beat, and you're just sitting in the corner, and they call you grandma, your friends?
All of my friends.
Everyone around you is knocking you down. You need me in your life, just hanging. You're so beautiful. I love you. I love you so much. Please. You have enough of that with other people. Just a little bit of that. Well, Sahara, and it seems like you had a lot of fun making this, too.
I had a lot of fun making it. It was we were shooting there for 5 months in Morocco and in my country, in Spain, and also in England. And I loved the process of making it every single day. I really wanted to be part of a big action adventure movie like this that was for the whole family. And I enjoyed the process, and then when I saw it, I was as happy with the result, which sometimes doesn't happen, you know. But I laughed through the whole movie, and it has very much the energy of Indiana Jones, the magic of those kinds of movies that I personally miss very much, you know. So I'm happy to be part of.
Sahara opens next Friday, so go out and see that movie. And you know what? It was great getting to meet you and have you on the show.
Too.
Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you very much.
Good to have you. Penelope, Cruz, everyone. Will Arnett coming up. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.